Hey guys, it's Annie, welcome back to my channel, and today's video is my 2022 bullet journal setup. It's so exciting I get to start a new bullet journal, and basically this is where I set up all of these spreads for the start of 2022, kind of like my yearly spreads for this upcoming year, before I start all of my January and all my monthly spreads. So yeah, without further ado, be sure to like, subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell for more bullet journaling content from me, and let's get right to it. So of course, my first spread is I kind of like name page this book belongs to kind of spread. It's super simple. All I did in this spread was write my name, but I find it really fun to crack open a new journal and do this. I feel like it just makes it official that I've started the new year. It's just a really great fresh start, and I always find it so fun to letter my name in the start. The next spread is a key. This is pretty self-explanatory. I pretty much do the same key in all of my bullet journals just because it works for me, but obviously you might have different symbols and different ways you use your bullet journal, so you might have different keys to mine. Mine is so pretty simple, pretty minimal. But yeah, you guys can see them now. I've got different tasks, events, different types of content I'm posting, notes, reminders, kind of like that. Pretty simple, not gonna lie. Yeah. Next, we have got my 2022 title page. Pretty simple. I just kind of wrote out 2022, similar to how I do my monthly cover pages. I just did that for the entire year, pretty much. I kept it so simple this time, just because I thought it would be nice and minimal, black and white kind of theme. I usually keep my yearly setups pretty neutral, mainly black, white, and grey sometimes, just so it kind of gives a kind of neutral starting point for all of my spreads, and then when I go to my monthlies, my different themes for each month, I add colour then, basically. So for this time, I kind of went for this really simple silent lettering. I'm not sure how to explain it, but you guys can see what I'm doing. I used this throughout this year's setup, but yeah, I did jump forward because you wouldn't want to watch me colour these letters in for like the 10 minutes I was trying to get them all coloured in, but yeah. So now for my 2022 future log, this is basically kind of like a year at a glance. I can see, I could just put really like events that are too far into the future to put into my weekly and monthly spreads. I will put them into my kind of year at a glance future log spread. I find it so convenient. So I did kind of like a triple Dutch door. That sounds really complicated, but you guys see, I kind of just cut some of the page off and added tabs so I can kind of flip to each month as I like. I did a pretty similar setup for my future log last year at the start of 2021, and I found it really, really useful. So I thought I'd just pretty much repeat the same thing, maybe add, like, I used like different font and some different style of writing, but other than that, it was pretty much the same. Last time I didn't actually have tabs, but I decided to add them because I thought they would be useful and they look pretty cute as well. So you guys will see me referring back to my other bullet journal just to kind of get the measurements right and all of that, because I find it just so simple just to copy the measurements out. And if the spread worked for me last time, why not just repeat it again, but with a little twist, you know? Yeah, that's pretty much it for my future log. So moving along, now I've got a really, really simple spread. It's just a 2022 goals spread. All I did, like, set up in this video was just the kind of like title in the middle, so I can kind of do like a mind map format, and when I come to planning my goals as it gets closer to the new year, I will fill the spread in. But for now, I thought I'd just keep it really simple and just end up doing a little kind of title in the center, so I know what I want to dedicate the spread to. But when I get around to doing all my goal setting stuff, I will end up filling the spread in a kind of like mind map format, depending on how I want to track my goals this year. But yeah, that is just, this spread is so simple for right now, but I will end up filling it in soon. So moving on, I've got two really fun spreads. The first one is one I haven't done before in a yearly setup, but I do them in my monthly setups a lot, which is a 2022 playlist. So basically in each of my monthly Cloud Me videos, if you haven't watched them before, the majority of the months I will do a video, I do a monthly playlist. So I write down, it can range from like 3 to 10 songs, depending on what I've been listening to that month. But I thought I'd do a 2022 playlist, and I separated the page into 12 boxes so that each month I can write like my favorite song from the month, or I can write an album, I don't really know, but I will write like my favorite piece of music that I've been obsessed with and listening to that month, and I could just write one for each month, and I can look back and be like, oh wow, this is the music we were listening to back in 2022. Does that make sense? I think you guys know what I mean. But I do usually make Spotify playlists for each month and for each year. So I will have them linked down below if you'd like to listen. So anyways, the next spread on the right hand side is going to be a 2022 in pixel spread, where I can basically kind of like a mood tracker for the whole year, so I can kind of look at it at a glance instead of looking at my individual monthly trackers, if that makes sense. But for this, I did end up doing one of these last year in 2021 at the start, but I only ended up filling in the months from January to June, just because that was the time when I moved into my new bullet journal for the other half of the year, so I didn't want to be referring to a whole nother journal every day when I wanted to fill in this spread. So this time I decided just to do the months from January to June, and then I could do another one of these spreads in my other bullet journal. So as you can see, this video did end up getting cut off because my phone was doing some weird stuff. So this spread and my books of 2022 spread did getting cut off, but I have a flip through which is coming up in a few seconds that you guys can see those spreads in the flip through. So sorry about that. I will be posting photos of all the spreads on my Instagram if you want to see them. It will be linked down below. But yeah, I hope you guys did enjoy this video, and if you did, be sure to like, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification bell for more bullet journaling content from me. And let's get right to the final flip through. I will see you guys next time. Bye!